All right. It's official. You're on.
Thank you. Howie, can you toss those for me?
Excuse me? Trash.
Thank you.
What?
Would you pass me a tissue?
What?
Would you pass me a tissue? Sorry. Thanks.
I'm not gonna take it anymore.
This has been Bobbington. There's going to be a terrible storm tonight. If the world hasn't ended already, or it doesn't end from the pandemic, it's going to be. Hey, Jeff, calm down. Calm down. You'll get your chance later on in the show. All right, you and Frankie McDonald, Mindy, everyone. The storm team will be in operation, but calm down. I see Phil Murphy has already declared a state of emergency in Jersey, even though nothing has happened. But hey, that's, he and Charlie Parker, that's what they learned how to do in Needham High School. They declare states of emergency. 603 is already texting in, we want Frankie. We had Frankie yesterday. He's one of the top meteorologists covering the state of Massachusetts. Barack Obama is the only other guy I ever heard it called Massachusetts. And Barack Obama lived here for 3 years, Massachusetts. 844-500-42. 42. All right. Listen, it has begun on the COVID front. How predictable was this? There's a story out there today from the New York Times, of course. Health worker in Alaska had serious allergic reaction after Pfizer's vaccine. Just think if Joe Biden is inaugurated, that's a headline you will never, ever see again. Joe Biden will be receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for medicine. But Trump is still the president. Avenues still remain. They may be narrower than ever. But as long as the possibility remains that he could overturn the results, they're going to keep us locked down and angry. And everything is going on as it always does in these situations. Although I guess this is an unprecedented situation. 844-500-42. 4242. That is the toll-free number of the Howie Carr Show. Email Alan says, I really love the Storm Team moniker. But we just lifted that from the local team. They all have storm teams, right? So today they're breaking from predicting the end of the world with the panic to predicting the end of the world with Snowmageddon. So it's all the same though. It's just a different. They're just screaming about a different level. It's a different kind of panic, I guess you would say. 844-500-4242. That is the toll-free number of the Howie Carr Show. And there was an interesting Senate hearing today. They began to investigate Ron Johnson's committee. He's the senator from Wisconsin. And yes, Ron, not Jan Johnson from Wisconsin. And he was going at Gary Peters, accusing him of being a liar. I don't have a cut sheet, so I don't know what we've got, but we've got some cuts here. We've got Josh Hawley for one. He's the rookie senator from Missouri, and he just points out that that who wants to believe that this election was real, and people who've been promoting a Russian collusion hoax for the last 4+ years, which they knew was a hoax to begin with, as we see from these handwritten notes from John Communist Party voting Brennan, the former head of the CIA. They knew that this was a fraudulent thing. So this is, let's see here. I'm just looking at, okay, cut 18. Let's have cut 18. It was a hoax. It was a hoax. And Josh Hawley, he's a contender for 2024. He and Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, who is the opposite of Charlie Parker or Gina Raimondo or Janet Mills or any of these, or Cuomo, any of these panic porn purveyors. Lord. But here's a Hunter Biden disinformation claim. This is another meltdown in the Senate. This is between, I think, Gary Peters, who I believe actually lost the election to John James in Michigan. That was another election that there appears to have been glitches, irregularities. But so he and Johnson get into it. Johnson just accuses him of spreading disinformation when these guys put out all the documents. Grassley and Johnson, the senator from Iowa, put out all this information about Hunter Biden and all of his dealings overseas. And Gary Peters was one of the guys who said that this was Russian disinformation, along with Brennan, Clapper, et al. So they were going back and forth. Cut 19. How about that? A Democrat who has spent the last 5 years living in a rabbit hole accuses his Republican colleague of going down a rabbit hole. What the hell was Russian disinformation other than a rabbit hole? 844-500-4242. That is so bad. And meanwhile, Joe Biden was in Georgia yesterday. there appear to be no cutaways of any crowds because I don't think there were any crowds. He was campaigning for Raphael Warnock, who is the Jeremiah Wright-like preacher who's running against Kelly Loeffler. And the other Senate candidate on the Democrat side running against David Perdue, the Republican incumbent, is John Ossoff. John Ossoff. But Biden doesn't quite know his name. Cut 3. Honk for your next United States Senator, John Ossoff. John Ossoff. Let's hear that one more time. But it was left to a CNN reporter to get Joe Biden's name right. I guess this is what you'd call a Freudian slip. Cut number 4. Joe Obama? Did he say Joe Obama? All right. 844-500-4242. 844-500-4242. If you like to save money the way I do, then you need the Eden Pure Gen 40 heater. Robert from the Cape says the Gen 40 performs like no other heater I've ever used. It is remarkable. Right, Taylor? It was a cold night last night in Massachusetts, I know. How was the Gen 40 treating you? Here it is. It's right here. I got it in my. It also costs less. No, yeah, I'm here. Okay, the Eden Pure Gen 40 makes you feel warmer than your furnace, and it also costs less to run. You may be working from home now, and you will need to pay close attention to the heating bills. The Eden Pure Gen 40 will pay for itself in a matter of weeks. Go to EdenPure.com and put in code word Howie Carr to get $50 off the sales price. That's EdenPure.com and use code word Howie Carr for an extra $50 off. These heaters are in high demand, so go right now to EdenPure.com. I'm Howie Carr.
But are the sound cuts playing when he calls them?
We having problems with the sound? Okay.
I'm hearing them, but people on the YouTube are saying they can't hear
So-
the sound cuts.
No, people say that the audio cuts aren't coming through. And there's, well, a couple of people are saying it.
Yeah, and it's the same as yesterday, right? We didn't
Right.
change any of
Change
the
anything.
outputs, so that's why I'm confused too, because it sounded fine to me. And I could hear everything, but that happens sometimes when they let me on something. I'm sorry.
Does it sound better now? Does it sound okay?
Or YouTube and see what it sounds like.
This is not. Hey, Jared.
So this is a YouTube problem?
Could be, YouTube and Google have all been having problems this week. But I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, it says there's no clips, no
You know what?
production audio
This happened-
on the YouTube.
this happened one time with McKay way back when, and we fixed it by like resetting the what's it called? The sound output from the computer. But it's weird because we didn't change anything from yesterday to today. So hold on. This is confusing because I'm hearing my voice like in 14 places. It's his internal microphone built in audio output. But then I wonder, like, is it something?
Is she taking the right input, Jay?
Should we?
I can hear him, Howie. You don't have to.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see this. Edit. Live chat. Enable live chat. It might be an input thing. So would it be output or input that I'm looking at? Internal speakers, or would it be input? Like, is that what it's supposed to be on? Is this thing?
HowieCarrShow.com.
The USB.
Click listen. Okay.
And I have
Even
it
if you're
on.
on YouTube.
See this? See it's on internal microphone.
HowieCarShow.com.
But is it supposed to be on
Hit
USB?
listen.
Would that change it?
Select the device for sound input. Yes, you can click that.
This one. Guys, can you test that out and I'll listen on the YouTube and see if the sound cut comes through?
Okay, apparently if you're watching or listening on YouTube, you may not be able to hear the audio cuts right now. So what you should do is go to HowieCarShow.com, HowieCarShow.com, and you shouldn't have any problems. And we hope to have it worked out fairly quickly here. Sorry about that. 844-500-4242. Today's poll question is brought to you by my Palm Beach birthday contest. Enter to win a trip to sunny Florida and spend my birthday weekend with me. Wow. Go to HowieCarShow.com and click on my birthday banner. Taylor, what is the poll question? What are the results thus far? I say no. Yes, he tweeted out last night. He had a heart-to-heart with Mitch McConnell, who, as always, doesn't want any trouble. For most of the time, he doesn't want any trouble. But as Trump tweeted out, too soon to give up. The Republican Party must finally learn to fight. People are angry! Exclamation point. I certainly know that Josh Hawley is angry, and I hope somebody does. One of the senators objects to this